Well, hi everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi. It's weather in 5 days in 5 minutes, and we are squeezing out a nice day here, as this will definitely be the better of the two weekend days. Here we are at midday, temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s. We have a good deal of sunshine covering much of the area, but not all, as you can see on the satellite loop. There are some clouds in inland areas in northern Pennsylvania, a little bit of valley fog that developed during the overnight, still having a bit of a tough time burning off. And then, of course, we've got this spinning wheel, this rotation that you see back in the middle Mississippi Valley. This is our next low that is moving eastward, and we're starting to see some of the clouds from that swinging up to the northeast, from the southwest to the northeast. Unlike the past weather systems, this one is not going to be a big severe weather producer across the deep south and the Gulf states like we saw with the other weather systems that we've dealt with recently. Here is the Storm Prediction Center's risk for severe weather today. Eastern Tennessee, western North and South Carolina, a small portion of northeast Georgia, a small portion of southeastern Kentucky, and a teeny tiny portion of western Virginia in the slight risk area, while we have a larger area of marginal risk that extends across both North and South Carolina. Also, a marginal risk being indicated in southern Florida. Otherwise, we've got a few patchy areas of general thunderstorm activity to look at and not much else. Now, this weather system shifts to the East Coast tomorrow, but we don't have a surge of tropical air coming up the East Coast. This is not a particularly strong storm. However, it is going to be going to be responsible for producing an onshore flow across the Northeast and down into the northern Mid-Atlantic states, which means we're setting up for a gloom and doom type of day where we have lots of clouds, rain that will fall from time to time, sometimes heavier than others, and temperatures that are going to be hard pressed in many areas to get much above the upper 40s and low 50s, particularly when it's raining. Temperatures are going to be probably settling in the 40s. And then as just we move on into Monday, no severe weather risk being indicated by the Storm Prediction Center. Tuesday, starting to see the beginnings of risk in northeast Texas, southwest Arkansas, northwest Louisiana, and eastern Oklahoma, the eastern half of Oklahoma. So that is with the next weather system that'll be coming here into the east during the middle part of next week. Here's the 7-day rainfall from the Weather Prediction Center. Up to 2 to 3 inches of rain forecast across much of Pennsylvania through southern and central New England. And in fact, from the weather system that we're going to be dealing with for Sunday into Monday, we're looking at rainfall amounts of generally between an inch and a quarter to as much as an inch and a half in some places, running from Virginia on up into New England. And we also want to point out that this weather system is probably going to produce a bit of snow in upstate New York and on up in the Adirondacks, elevation driven, of course. So we're talking about west of 87 into the Catskills, showing up a coating to an inch, and even in some of the counties in northeastern Pennsylvania, a coating to an inch. Again, elevation driven. And then you move up through Vermont, particularly New Hampshire and Maine, where several to 6 inches, not impossible, especially in the higher mountain tops. And some of that snow may actually extend down into the Berkshires as far south as northwestern Connecticut. So another one of these late season cheap thrill weather systems. So let's take you through what is happening with this next low. This actually takes a track rather similar to the one that we just had. It is going to be moving today across to Kentucky and into Ohio and West Virginia. Gradually redevelops. You see the rain that sweeps up from the south. No weather issues through the rest of this afternoon and into this evening, but we'll start to get into some rain after about 10 or 11 o'clock tonight in southern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, and then it continues to pinwheel northward during the day tomorrow. The low makes its way off the coast tomorrow night, and here's the issue here with the the winds that are going to be onshore. You have a big high that is up in Canada feeding in some rather chilly air, and that's where you start to see that area of snow that pops up right in here in parts of New Hampshire and Vermont. And then as we go through the overnight hours and into the daytime on Monday, you're seeing mostly snow up to the north, but that low is still up east of Cape Cod. So the onshore flow is going to continue. And I think that likely means that for Monday, there might be some leftover patchy light rain along the coast, maybe extending down into New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania. Snow, as you see up in the colder area, elevated areas well to the north. But the real improvement probably won't come until Monday night or Tuesday. We'll squeeze out a nice day Tuesday, and then you see the next low that is near Chicago by the time we get to Tuesday evening. And as we move into Tuesday night and Wednesday, this is going to move across the Great Lakes and then eventually reaching the East Coast with some showers and thunderstorms, probably later on Wednesday. A bit of a warm front goes by Wednesday morning, and with a stronger front approaching Wednesday night into Thursday morning with the chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Not indicating yet whether this is going to be a severe weather producer or not. I think that's an issue that we'll get to probably once we get into next week. So for the rest of today, just enjoy it with sunshine, some areas dealing with some patchy clouds up in well inland in northeastern Pennsylvania. Those should thin out a bit. We're going to Sunday, where we're going to see temperatures that are going to have a tough time getting out of the upper 40s to maybe some middle 50s when you get down to southern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, where the onshore flow might be a bit less of an issue. But Monday, still raw upper 40s to mid 50s on Monday. And then finally on Tuesday, with some sunshine coming back, we'll be back up into the 60s. This is a time of year, as I've said often enough, you take advantage of the nice days, because if you're in the Northeast down into the northern mid-Atlantic states, the marine air, the wind off the cool ocean comes in more often than not. So you squeeze out a nice day here and there, and then you wind up with several days of what I often refer to as gloom and doom. And this time around, it'll be Sunday and Monday that we will be under gray skies and on and off rain. Nice day on Tuesday, back to some showers and storms later on Wednesday. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Please try to enjoy your weekend. We will see you tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, for our Sunday morning weather show on my YouTube channel, Joe Cioffi. It's the Sunday morning coffee with Cioffi and Rayo that we do every Sunday morning. So grab your cup of coffee or tea or whatever beverage you'd like and join us at 11 o'clock Eastern Time.